Good evening.
Hey everyone, Actual Dracula here, back with another haul video. It's been a little while, but this past weekend I attended Tcaf, the Toronto Comics and Arts Festival, the annual convention dedicated to indie and self-published comics and art, and that was fantastic. So I'm going to show off my haul from that, but before that I'll show off a few other things I picked up over the past month or so. I haven't been going to the shops much these days, but there were two signings I attended. There was Chip Zdarsky signing at my LCS Nowhere Comics, as well as I caught Tyler Boss and Matthew Rosenberg on their signing tour over at the Beguiling here. So that was a good opportunity to see if I could find anything else cool, and I did. So I'm going to show off some of that stuff first, starting with Fantagore issue 3, Richard Corbin goodness. That's an amazing cover and back cover as well, and of course, yeah, it's Richard Corbin. Got a few of these Fantagores now. I'd like to get them all. So there's that. Found 3 issues of Starstruck the Expanding Universe, Volume 1, Book 2, Book 3, and Book 4. Written by Elaine Lee and incredible artwork by Mike Kaluta. Really great sci-fi action stuff here. And just awesome line work from Mike Kaluta. Then found an issue of Faust. This is issue 5, Tim Vigil. You guys all know Faust, right? Yeah, so there's Faust. Found this book, never seen this before. This is Zwana, Son of Zulu, published by Dark Zion Lies Comics. And yeah, I grabbed this because it's got this character Zulu taking on some racist skinheads, so I thought, yeah, hell yeah, that's awesome. And like a spear right through the head there. Excellent stuff. Pretty extreme, it looks like. So grab that. Pretty cool. Speaking of extreme, check it out, Extreme Hero. You guys remember Hero magazine, which was published around the same time as Wizard. Didn't do quite as well as Wizard, wasn't as popular, but you know, a similar publication, Hero. And this looks like, I don't know if this was something that would have come with one of the issues. It's just a short, I guess, preview for some early Image stuff. So, got, you know, ad for Troll and Prophet, and this was from '94. So you see, you got stuff from all the early Image guys there. Liefeld, Danny Mickey, Morant Michaels, you know, Dan Fraga, Matsuda, yeah. So, Extreme Studios, kind of preview that by way of Hero magazine. Very cool. Next up, I found 3 issues of this Psychonauts, which is by Alan Grant and Tony Luke, with art by Motofumi Kobayashi. And this apparently, this is from Epic Comics. This is the first ever American-Japanese creatively co-produced comic book. Now, I haven't really looked into the validity of that claim. I don't know if that's entirely true, but you know, I'll take their word for it. But yeah, it looks just the artwork's actually pretty cool in this by this Kobayashi fellow. So yeah, I found 3 issues of that. Issue 1, issue 2 with an awesome dinosaur cover there. And yeah, issue 3 as well. I believe there's a 4th issue of this that I will have to seek out now because yeah, this looks pretty cool. Psychonauts. All right. And of course, Sex Warrior, Dark Horse Comics. You guys all know that. You all know and love the comic book Sex Warrior. I don't need to explain any further. You guys, everyone's got a copy or 2 of this, right? Oh, this has got pencils by Mike McCone. All right, so there we go. Yeah, the artwork's actually pretty badass in Sex Warrior, which I'm sure you guys were already well aware of. But yeah, this don't judge a book by its cover, which actually in this case you can, because that is a pretty awesome cover. with Sex Warrior. I'm not sure which one is the Sex Warrior. Is it her or is it the robot? Maybe both. Who knows? Now, I only found the one of 2 issues of Sex Warrior. Would have loved to have grabbed that second issue. However, I did find the next best thing, which is, of course, Car Warriors. This is Car Warriors issue 1, another publication from Epic Comics. Cover kind of says it all. You got a car exploding, you got the Car Warrior. And yeah, this is actually, I actually haven't read this yet, but the artwork's actually pretty cool. And if you're finding, like this page for example, if you find these faces kind of oddly familiar, there's a very good reason for that, because Car Warriors is written by Chuck Dixon and it is penciled by none other than Steve Dillon of Preacher and Punisher fame. And so this was published in '91, but you can certainly see shades of those very familiar Steve Dillon faces. Of course, he has, you know, most of his characters kind of, you could say they kind of look the same. It's not so much that as just, you know, he draws certain features of faces the same, and you definitely see, you don't see it as much of that here as you do in Preacher, but you certainly see kind of, in this panel in particular, you can see his head, and you can tell that's a Steve Dillon face. That's a Steve Dillon face. These are Steve Dillon faces, absolutely. So I was pleasantly surprised, because I did not realize, you know, he had drawn Car Warriors. But here it is, issue 1 of Car Warriors. I had to pick up issue 1 of the return of Heavy Metal magazine. Of course, always one of my favorites. You remember Heavy Metal, the sci-fi fantasy comics anthology. Well, they're back, and yeah, this is a nice thick issue. I haven't read this yet, but just flipping through it, the artwork's really great and absolutely looks like an issue of Heavy Metal. And yeah, I'm been looking forward to digging into this. And I thought I saw, yeah, there we go. There's some great, there's Wayshack. There's some awesome pages by Wayshack, one of the many contributors to this first issue, including the aforementioned Tim Vigil. So there it is. I picked up the Frank Frazetta cover, of course. I picked up a couple of trade paperbacks, starting with Hexagon Bridge by Richard Blake, which I'm currently reading, and it is fantastic. Great story so far, great artwork. This came out in 2023, got a lot of high praise, and so, you know, I didn't really know anything about it beforehand, but, you know, I just flipped through it and, you know, kind of went in cold, and I'm you know, I'm really, really happy I picked it up, because it's really excellent so far. So there's that, and of course, Precious Metal by Darcy Van Polgeest and Ian Bertram. I haven't read this whole thing yet. I did read all of Little Bird, which is one of my highest recommendations. As Ian Bertram is just, I think, simply one of the best artists working in comics today. Just astounding, blows my mind constantly. And what I have read of Precious Metal is, yeah, an excellent follow-up to Little Bird. So I've been saving this one for a rainy day or a rainy couple of days, because, you know, just to pour over these pages, the artwork is so detailed and intense. And yeah, this is not just like a quick read for me. I'm going to be sitting with this one for a while. Unfortunately, I forgot to bring this Tcaf to get signed, as Darcy Van Polgeest was there, but that's okay. It's just a very, very cool book. I mean, come on, guys. Like, what are we doing here? This is, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Ian Bertram just makes me, he's the kind of artist that makes me want to just give up. Like, why? Why bother? I'm never gonna, I don't know, I don't see how I'd ever be able to accomplish something like this. That just seems just so it's just unreal what this guy is doing. Yeah, so Precious Metal, full series there. And next we've got Tongues by Anders Nilsson. This is a nice thick hardcover. You know, Anders Nilsson was an artist I was kind of vaguely familiar with before, but I've never read any of his comics. But this just came out recently, and you know, after looking through it, I was like, yeah, I gotta get this. This looks fantastic. Really great artwork, and it just looks like it's right up my alley, personally, in terms of the kinds of comics I like. So, yeah, that's Tongues. Also, got a great quote on the back, just fucking amazing. Charles Burns. So some high praise there from Charles Burns. So yeah, that's Tongues by Anders Nilsson. Let me know in the comments if any of you guys have read this or any of his other work, because yeah, this just looks amazing. I can't wait to read this. It's been sitting on my shelf for like at least a month. And that's another one. It's another one that's these two are some good summer reading for me here. Okay, so those were the books I didn't pick up at Tcaf. Now I'm going to show you the books I did pick up at Tcaf. I almost forgot, before I get to my Tcaf haul, I got to show off these two items I received recently from Sean, aka Japan Book Hunter. And I actually got these with a gift certificate that I got from West Coast Avengers, of all people. Shout out to Dave. I was part of Davenger Con. Over a year ago, actually, Sean generously donated some gift certificates to his site, and I won one of them. So I'd kind of been sitting on that for a while, but then I saw this one book that Sean had posted to his site, and I was like, oh, I got to get that. So I went ahead and finally used the gift certificate. So thank you, Dave, and thank you, Sean. And I'll go ahead and show you guys what I got. First up, we got this manga, which I was not familiar with this at all. But I saw it on the site and thought it looked really cool. This is Elevation Sayonara by Keizo Miyanishi. And so this is like a doujinshi manga that's, I guess it was like a rare manga that was only part of like an exhibition, a Miyanishi exhibition. But the artwork's really fantastic. And yeah, definitely glad I grabbed this. This is awesome. Really great green cover as well. That's cool. But the main reason I finally went ahead and ordered was I wanted this book right here. This is This and That, which is an art book from Katsuya Terada. And this, who has been one of my favorite, not just Japanese artists, but just favorite artists in general for a long time now. So this is just, yeah, it's just a straight up art book, just sketches and illustrations by Terada, and yeah, really, really excellent stuff. I'm just such a huge fan of his work. So yeah, don't need to say much about that. It's really cool. Really happy to grab this book, and yeah, so there it is. So yeah, once again, thank you, Sean and Dave as well. And guys, if you're into manga, if you're into Japanese artwork, this is the place to go for rare manga stuff. You're almost certainly gonna have a very hard time finding here in North America. A lot of that stuff, rare manga, rare art books, stuff like that. JapanBookHunter.com is the place to go for all that. Alright, so let's start off with books from fellow K-Fam creator Jerome Cabanatan, local creator here in the Toronto area. And Jerome was tabling kind of sort of at Tcaf. When I caught him, he was walking around with like this old school cigarette box strapped to him. He's selling his books out of that. So that was pretty awesome. You know, not only gave him a chance to walk around the con, but sell his books at the same time. Yeah, pretty great solution for that. So that was cool, and I grabbed some of these books here from Jerome, starting off with this mini flip comic On one side, you've got this The Invisible Fight, which is just a little mini comic about fighting off negative emotions. And then you've got this one-page zine slinger comic here. And then on the other side, you got Dear Cartoonist, which is all these pages were inspired by the prompt list from Kayfabe-tober in 2023. Of course, like Inktober, but that was Ed and Jim's answer to Inktober was Kayfabe-tober. And so, yeah, all the pages here were taken from the prompts from that list. Very cool. Next, we've got Jerome's Etch-a-Sketch comic. This is awesome. So, Jerome has... I'm really impressed by this. If you've ever used an Etch-a-Sketch, you know how difficult it is to get something like a portrait of Alan Moore. Are you kidding me? Come on, man. I don't know. Awesome Lobo piece there. And yeah, this is really fantastic because, yeah, Etch-a-Sketch not exactly the easiest tool to create, detailed images. I mean, look at this, the Kirby Red Room. This is really fantastic stuff. I love these Etch-a-Sketch pieces. There's Ed and Jim. How about that? That's really awesome. Excellent stuff. And these were also Kayfabe-tober prompts, I believe. Yep. 2022 Kayfabe-tober prompts. So that's the Etch-a-Sketch book. Then we've got Jerome's kind of bootleg Thundercats book here, Lost Cats. And yeah, of course, I was a huge Thundercats fan as a kid. And there's Mumra. Yeah, excellent. Really love that. There they are, Thundercats. And finally, we've got from Cosmic Lion Productions. This is Giant Size 63, and so this is basically an anthology of, I guess, like homage comics to Image 63, which is, still one of my favorite miniseries ever, and which I will actually just happened to pull out the other day because I wanted to reread this, guys. If you've just, put that aside for a second, here's something I can't recommend more. This is Image 1963. It's a 6-issue miniseries written by Alan Moore with art by a couple different artists, Steve Bissett, Rick Veitch. I believe Chester Brown even did some inking on one of those. Anyway, so back to this, the Cosmic Lion, Giant 63. So Jerome's got some work in here. And oh look, that was his last copy. There we go. I see 3 card there. So yeah, very cool. This is the Cosmic Lion 1963 homage book. Fantastic. So really happy to grab that from Jerome. And yeah, really great to meet Jerome in person. And guys, check him out. I'll put links for everyone here in the video below. Moving along, we've got a book from, I believe, another local creator, Nick O'Gorman. And Nick's been doing these H.P. Lovecraft adaptations. Look very cool. So I picked up, he did have like a larger book there of Lovecraft stuff he's been doing, but I just picked up this one issue as it is Rats in the Walls, which is one of my favorite Lovecraft stories. And yeah, love this artwork. That's an awesome back cover. So yeah, this is Nick O'Gorman. Looks like really cool stuff. And yeah, that's his, I guess, Target Destroyed Comics there. So guys, check him out. Check out Nick O'Gorman, especially if you are a Lovecraft fan. He's got some awesome Lovecraft comics. Next up, a couple of things here from Al Gofa. I believe he's from Quebec. This is Le Ganin Urbain, so Plic Ploc. Yeah. Alright, so this is just a comic he gave me for free about, it looks like a dog. Is that a... No way. Is that Air Bud? Is that a dog playing basketball? Certainly appear to be. excellent. If it's an Airbud comic, I'm all for it. But this is why he gave me that one, but I bought this one because this just looks awesome. This is Orc Gym issue 1, and yeah, I don't know. When I was flipping through this, it looked kind of familiar to me. Maybe I had seen this before, but yeah, it looks really cool. And yeah, it's orcs on motorcycles and shit like that. So yeah, I'm all for it. I'm all here for it. So yeah, I grabbed Orc Gym. All right, next up is my guy Dave Praetorius. Guys, if you're not familiar with Dave, you really ought to get familiar because he's an excellent cartoonist. I have shown off his book on this channel before, his book Kaiju Panic, which was written by his son. He did the artwork for. A really great book. And then, so at Tcaf, I picked up this Ash Can preview for his next book, Red-Eyed Ronin, and this is Dave's samurai comic, and I gotta tell you, it just looks incredible. He had these original pages there as well, and yeah, just really excellent stuff. I can't wait to actually read this for the whole book to come out because yeah, this is really exciting stuff. I really love it. Really excellent action scenes. Dave's really great at this stuff. So good. So that's Red-Eyed Ronin, and yeah, you can check him out, Red Eye Comics, on Instagram. And so be on the lookout for Red-Eyed Ronin. Definitely pick up Kaiju Panic if you haven't. And he also had a copy of, this is from Cosmic Lion Productions as well. From Cosmic Lion, we got Ghost Agents. This is another flip book, actually. So on the one side, we've got Ghost Agents, and I think there's some other comics in here as well. But yeah, you've got Ghost Agents. See Dave Howlett, and then on the other side, you've got this Fritz Lang's Metropolis comic. Incredible cover there, but there's a there's a Fritz Lang, there's a Metropolis comic in here with the art by Dave. There it is. This is Dave's Metropolis comic. Also really incredible artwork. There we go. Yeah, so always great to see Dave and pick up his work. And so guys, yeah, be on the lookout for Red-Eyed Ronin from Red Eye Comics, Dave Praetorius. Next up is issue 5 of Hot Rot from Jake Olson, featuring Pepper Poodle. I've never read Hot Rot before, and he only had a couple issues there, but I picked up, I guess this is the latest issue, and yeah, it really, it looks really great, and this back cover is a big part of the reason I bought it too. Try Possession, I can wear your flesh like a glove. Yeah, Jake's stuff, really, I don't know how to describe it, but it really does something for me. I really like it. I grabbed some stickers as well. There's a really great Piss Off sticker, as well as a Hot Rot sticker pack. Got a Smoking Skeleton. There's Pepper Poodle. Another Piss Off sticker. Great. And then he had a bunch of really great prints, and I picked up this one. I always win because I always cheat. Excellent. All right, just a few things left. Some books from Hollow Press, including this gorgeous book, Dimensional Flats by Tetsunori Tawaraya. And this is just really beautiful. This is printed on black paper and silver ink. And yeah, it looks amazing. Really fine line work that, I'm surprised how good those tiny thin lines look in this silver ink, but man, it really, they really did an excellent job with this printing. Not familiar with him, never read any of his books before, but I now immediately regret not getting all the other books of his that they had. Hollow Press, which is based in Italy. They also had books from Shintaro Kago as well, which was excellent. I didn't pick up any of those, but yeah, everything on they had on that table looked amazing. I wanted to buy all of it, so I really just had to limit myself to a few things. But I did, was happy to grab one of these Tawaraya books here. Very cool stuff. And of course, also from Hollow Press, I did have to grab books from one of my favorite creators ever, Jesse Jacobs. So I picked up 3 books from Jesse. They Live in Me, and if you're not familiar with Jesse's work, I don't know how to describe it. It's a lot of geometric stuff, a lot of, I guess, stuff. He does stuff in this kind of isometric plane quite a bit. Very psychedelic, trippy stuff, and just really excellent comics. We've got Baby in the Boneyard, and also typically uses a lot of solid colors, minimal palette, but really excellent stuff. I love Jesse's work so much. So there's that, and then of course New Pets. I love that cover. This one is I think like a full color. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so this is if you're not familiar with Jesse Jacobs, I mean that's gonna give you kind of I think that's a good representation of the kind of stuff he does right here. Yeah, you guys get the idea. I think you can see why I like this stuff. He's just the best. I can't recommend Jesse Jacobs enough. Highest recommendation. So that's it. Those are all my comics I picked up from Tcaf. But I do have one last thing to show, and this was actually a gift from my wife, although I do very much like it myself. This is a print from artist Aurora June, or Juin, I don't know how to say it. But being a huge fan of Star Trek and Deep Space Nine in particular, I saw this and I had to get it. And that is this excellent print of Odo kissing Quark. Quark and Odo kissing. I can think of no better way to end this video, so everyone, thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments below what's your favorite, Sex Warrior or Car Warriors? If you had to go to bat for one of those, which one would it be? Which one are you? Yeah, let me know. Yeah, shout out to Jerome and shout out to Dave. And guys, check out check out their stuff. Check out all these cool books, man. Jesse Jacobs, all that. You won't be disappointed. Alright, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.